the live stream. Now let me open my stream that I can follow the chat. I have to be able to read the chat. Notify me? No, it's not to notify me. Let's look whether it works. 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 It's always good that we check the stream. Otherwise, we don't know that we check the stream. Otherwise, okay. We don't know. The sound is online. And now, first thing to do in the stream, greet the guests with a triple genie. Where is it? The purple one. Good. Then a written welcome message. Welcome all my dear guests. And a kiss to the cheek. Everything is out there. So what this means now, we are ready to greet our guests. Let's see who will join the stream on Friday. It's quite early, but I said, let's make it a little earlier. It's always good to test several stream times to meet new people. For some people, it's even early. No, it's late in the evening. And for some people, it's still afternoon. And we never know when people have some time left to visit the stream. 10 minutes, half a minute. No, half an hour. Where's my mind? I should really be focused. Probably this was the effect of rearranging everything for a new stream ambience, and then I might be tired. But the stream will make me fresh again. I know this. The stream will make me fresh. Let's make another sound check. Yes. Let's make another sound check. Okay. It works. Good. Good to know. The picture should go out to the world. The sound should go out to the world. And then we can relax. Yeah, just sitting in the stream and relaxing this. And I hope you do the same. The title was called The Power of the Spoken Word. Today I launched some shorts. You know what? I came back for launching shorts. I always test the horizontal live stream, vertical live streams, horizontal videos, some shorts to see how they develop. And as I realized, the shorts are treated differently. For us creators, in a better way, that means we should produce shorts. And already the first VIP guest entered the stream. Sweet Peace, Quebec. Hello to Canada. How are you doing? What's the time in Canada? It must be early, or at least, early afternoon. So here, what do we have? 8:45 p.m. It's not that late, but it's also not that early. It's so nice to meet you here that you found some minutes left to visit the stream. Do you still have snow in your area? I was amazed by the snow that you probably still have. Here, spring is coming. These days, yesterday, the days before, we had 22, 23 degrees. This is just nearly summer temperature, but today it's a little cold. It was clouded and there was no rain, but it was freezing again. But the temperature will go up again. So now I think in Quebec, there's rain. Yes, always snow. Really? So when you have the snow and then comes the rain, then you have ice on top of the snow. Wow. This might be dangerous on the road. How much centimeters in height do you have the snow? I can't imagine this. You still have snow here. It's nearly approaching summer and you still have snow. Amazing. But when I think, let's look to the Alps close to Swiss, they still have snow also. So, okay, in my region, we had nearly no snow the last year. No snow at all. And you are drowning in snow. My home always snow. Really? Wow, this is amazing. It seems as if you're living in the Norway in North America. You live in the forest. That's why you always post so much beautiful pictures from the trees, from the clouds, from the snow. I think you are hiking nearly every day. But as you are nearly living in the forest, now I understand. Are you living in this area where this black pyramid is? Did you ever hear on the black pyramid, this strange ancient thing? Let's see whether you know about the black pyramid. I heard this, I think, 2-3 months ago, and I was watching some films on YouTube. You know what I was mentioning before. I started producing shorts again. Because what I realized, I always study the YouTube studio, the analytics. And in former times, you always, I remember you shared something to my shorts where you said, thank you for the information. In former times, when we launched a short, we had a peak of views and then it nearly went back to zero. Rarely some growth. But now it's completely different. We start, and at the beginning, we don't have that much growth, but it starts, it's going, it's going, it's going. It's a continuous angle upwards. And in this way, we get way more views than before. Before, it always was depending what is the time when we launched the short. But now the short develops over days. And then it doesn't matter when you launched the short, whether it's night. I made this. I launched shorts at night, in the middle of the night, in the evening, in the morning, in the afternoon, to see how they develop. And they always have the same graph. Just at the beginning, nothing, and then starting slowly and growing. I think this is way better. Let's see how long this work this way. Who else want to share something about launching and producing shorts here? It is interesting. Here I don't see any viewers right now. I at least can see the chat. This is good. Oh no. No. I'm mistaken. There are already 10. Aha. I had to make a refresh to see what's really going on here. Can't I make it in a better way? Is there any possibility? Let me check this out. Let me close everything. And let's go to the shorts. No, I don't have to go to the shorts. I have to go live. But will I find my live stream? Probably not. Yeah, I found it. Aha, good. Aha, now I found it in the shorts window. Thank you for your likes. Every single like is appreciated. And now I think I'm informed. So, 9 viewers out there. Greetings to all of you. Let me greet you once again with a triple genie. This is essential, the purple triple genie. Okay. Thank you for your like. I already said this. Then, a written welcome message is always good. Welcome, all my dear guests. And always a kiss to the cheek. So let's see who else will join the stream. Do you have the courage to say hello in the stream? Just, hello, I'm from Africa. Hello, I'm from Korea, South Korea, Hawaii, Russia, United States. We already have a viewer that already said, I am from Canada. I think it's a good time to visit, to make the stream for all the people here in Europe, even for India. It's not that late in India. And there are a lot of Indian people watching my channel. How do I know this? Over the comments. These days I had even a lady ask me, can't you make your videos in the language Hindi? And I said, oh, sorry, I know 0 words of this. 0 words of Hindi. Probably Hindi is the only word in Hindi that I know. But sometimes they speak it even different. I have no clue. So who else? Who else? Oh, I got an answer in my comments. Let me answer the comments, as long as nobody writing here in the comments. Happy Easter weekend. And the bunny. Okay. Good. I just sent the bunny. I don't send chocolate because some people have a problem eating chocolates because when we eat too much carbohydrates. You know what I mean? So let's come back to the stream. Who else feels the joy to write in the chat? Any comment? And even when you just send a smiley, then I can greet you back. Thank you, Matthias. You like the chocolate. I will send you a lot of chocolate. Where's the chocolate? Probably YouTube has this chocolate here. Why not a little popcorn? Popcorn might be good. I like these small emojis from YouTube, but I think they don't have chocolate. They have no chocolate. A chocolate emoji is a must. No, they don't have it. So let me first send you some popcorn. But I know where to find the chocolate. There's always a solution. Yes. Triple chocolate for Easter. So who else wants to share something in the chat? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Imagine I would be shy and just sitting in front of the camera. Nothing would happen. Communication is the first step to success. This is why I called this stream the power of the spoken word. And I even launched a short on this topic today. And I think I had the idea to share some more affirmations in the portrait format as shorts. And another VIP guest entered the stream. It's still early in India. Hello there, Tanushri. How are you doing? Thank you for the double heart. I will greet you back with a double genie. The genie, the small genie, the nice ghost from the oil lamp. What's the time in India? Here, the time is 9:00 p.m. Thank you for asking. I'm fine. Yes, I'm fine. Today I thought, let's make something different. Let's change a little the situation here, that you are at least a little more distracted. Greetings to all the new guests, to all the other guests that didn't say hello yet in the chat. Thank you for your likes. Thank you so much. Tunnel-free. Okay, wow. 12:30 a.m. So it's, nearly midnight, early morning, but it's still not that late. You can, as tomorrow is Saturday, Easter Saturday. I think you don't have Easter. But the weekend is coming, and then we can a little more, we can stay a little more awake. And Sweet Peace Quebec, I don't know whether I can call your name here or not, but probably it's already out. When someone watches the comments, they can see it also, Melanie. So 3 p.m. Yeah, it's early. 10, nice studio. So this is not a studio. I just changed a little here, and these are all my equipment that I use for other stuff. And I said, let's make something different today. An Easter stream has to be a little different. Another VIP guest entered the stream. Mason Brown, 8 p.m. in the UK. Interesting. This stream comes from Europe, from Germany, and we have 9 p.m. So we have 1 hour. We have summertime right now. So how is it going, Mason? Thank you. This is what I like. When you just say, you don't have to say hello, just show the time that I can greet you back. Your dinner done, sir? Look, today I only had 1 dinner. At the moment, I make my one meal a day, OMAD, 1 meal a day. And if you want to know, I can tell you, but only when you want to know. This was mostly protein. And I even thought I should film this recipe, because this was my own invention. Nobody made this. I made this week for the first time, and I said, this is so interesting. There are no carbohydrates in it, just protein and water, butter, a little vinegar, and what else? Sauerkraut. Yes. Salt, pepper, and a little bone broth extract. This is so delicious. It's nearly a shrimp soup, but I don't use that much water. So it's a good idea to just share what's the time, and then I can greet you back. Thank you for all your likes. As I see, there are 18 people watching the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let me greet you, all the new guests, with a triple genie. The triple genie is always a guarantee for wealth and health. By the way, as I decided to make more shorts and affirmations, today I launched a short on getting money, to be ready for the energy of money, and also an affirmation for wealth and abundance. And I thought, let's see how people like this. When people like this, I will produce more of them. And I think the short format, the vertical format, the portrait format is ideal. Just we make an affirmations, 30 seconds, 1 minute. And the good thing is, when the short is over, it starts again. And this is wonderful to repeat affirmations. This means we shouldn't listen to an affirmation only once. We should listen to it 100,000 times, again and again, to get it planted in our subconscious mind. And I think shorts are perfect. You watch it, and then it starts again, and you don't have to repeat it. It makes the repetition automatically. Yeah. You like Indian food. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like Indian food. I had no chance to eat it very often, but you have such good, such a good taste, such fresh food, and all these interesting spices. Oh, I would love to come to India. I have a lot of students in India over over video meeting, but I never visited India, and I will visit India. I don't know when, but I will several times, and I will enjoy the food. Yes, Melanie, the egg was for. Did I mention the egg? I even forgot the egg. Let's repeat: water, salt, pepper, shrimps, sauerkraut, egg. Egg, yes, egg is important, and yeah, that's all. And let's roll. Sorry when I'm a little late, because when I see someone and want to greet the person, it's such a fun to greet the people all over the world. And now we come to Texas. Let's roll out a big red carpet for Maiden Fan. Now you can enter the stream with bravoure. How are you doing? Yes, Tanushi, have a wonderful live stream. Enjoy, meet all your guests. Thank you so much for just stopping by, and we'll see us in another time, other video. Have a good live stream. Melanie, we should even add beans, but I have no beans at home. But this is also a good idea. This is a good idea. I never thought I have some. No, I don't have beans at home. But tomorrow, Saturday, tomorrow the shops are open again, and I think I will buy some beans. This fits very well to shrimps and beans and egg. Wow. Thank you for this. You made my recipe even better. Thank you so much. Yes, Tanushree. Good night. Have a good stream. Shishipir. I don't know what that is. And let's roll another red carpet for Andrew. Hello there and welcome. You said hi. I say hi back. And the hi comes with a triple genie. Thank you for all your likes. I hope this helps. I don't know. I hope it helps. Let's make a refresh. To know 10 people in the stream. Wonderful. But I have to subtract one person, because this is me. This is my cell phone that I can watch the stream, that I can even... Because today I switched the camera. In my streams before, I used the selfie camera, but I think it's better to use the front camera. And now I have to use this because I can't read. So this is my remote stream where I can see the chat. Greetings back to Berlin. Das heißt, du sprichst Deutsch. Grüße nach Berlin. In Berlin ist es wahrscheinlich, ja, es mag vielleicht jetzt schon dunkel sein, aber ja, ich hoffe, du hattest einen wunderbaren Karfreitag gehabt. Und jetzt kommt der Kar-Samstag, Ostersonntag, Ostermontag. Wow, delicious. Thank you so much, Melanie, for thanking for the live stream. Normally nobody does this, because a live stream is not really for me. If I want to produce a video, I can make a horizontal video, I can make a vertical video, and I could share some recipes. But I think a live stream is for the people, to meet the guests, the VIP guests of the channel, Whenever someone has the time, did you make a snowman? Melody, did you make a snowman? You should make a snowman or a snow woman. Why not making a snowman or a snow woman or both? And then film it. You can make a horizontal video. You can make a life out of it. When I was a child, my father made for me a snow elephant, a big snow elephant. And when the elephant was ready, he seated me in front of the elephant like riding a horse. But I was on the elephant, even with this long nose. I think they used some branches from a tree to get this long nose. Yes, you could do this. This would be a wonderful video idea or short idea. And nobody can do this because only you can do this because you have the snow. Nobody has the snow. And now comes another VIP member, as a person that already asked yesterday, today no video, today no stream. And I said, sorry, I was working in my studio. I have to rearrange a little and make something different to distract you a little more. And I still was uploading, but I was uploading shorts. So when you go to my shorts tab, you see a lot of new shorts. And I think this is a good alternative. And not alternative, an addition. So welcome to the stream, Ertio. Where's my nose? I don't know. Maiden fan. Let's read your sentence. Thoughts on why so many people are stressed around holidays. So many negative interactions with people leading into Easter. Oh, this is a very good topic. This is a very good topic. And this is not only Easter. So, let's look for this sentence first. This does not only happen in Easter. This happens whenever. This can happen when there is a wedding. This can happen on Christmas. Whenever people come together that normally don't meet them. Normally everybody is busy. They make their work. They are all in their hamster wheel. But when there is a party, could be Easter, could be Pentecostes, could be Christmas, or anything else. Now these people, we are socially trained. We meet each other. And then people that normally don't talk to another have to arrange in this small union. And they are no more accustomed to it. And as this is so emotional, they are emotionally overwhelmed. They don't even know it, but they are emotionally overwhelmed. And then they say things that they didn't think about because normally they don't have a close conversation day by day. And then they say something, even in emotional state, and the other person also listens to this, is really expecting, what does this person say now? And when we make a sentence not very well thought, we already offend the other person without even knowing. Or you say something, oh, I don't mean it bad, but the other person picks it up for bad. So this is why when people meet each other, when a family party goes on, they are no more trained to lead in a peaceful communication. And then they start nearly a quarrel. This happens so often. So many people, when they meet, everybody has a lot of expectations. And when we have a lot of expectations, we don't use just peace. The person comes, let's make something in this moment. Let's eat together. But people want to share, what did you do? What did you do the last year? And then the person says what the person did last year. And then you come and say, I wouldn't have done this. I would have, and everybody comes with their opinions. And then we have one opinion fighting against the other opinion. And this makes it even more complicated. I think when people come together after a long time, they shouldn't have expectations. They just should enjoy the moment and make something new in this moment. Very creative, but not talking on memories. When we talk on memories, we always have a problem with other people. And also when we feel down, when we feel we have a low, then we are mostly digging in the past in our memories. And this makes us crazy. We should be free from memories. So okay, let's come back to the chat. So I hope you found this interesting and you got the meaning, what I wanted to say. Sweet Pea said, yes, okay, my home snow for you. Ja, dein Studio sieht sehr schön aus. Oh, this is not just a studio. This is just a quick arrangement. I just wanted to make something new. I think my complete apartment, everywhere is studio. My living room became a studio. My corridor became a studio. My kitchen became a space kitchen. I think the only room, the restroom. There's no camera, there's no tripod. Yes. Frohe Ostern. Frohe Ostern. Happy Easter to all of you. Thank you for all your likes. Welcome to all the new guests here. Let's go on in your sentences. And it's nice to see someone who simply enjoys the company and takes pleasure in the... Yes, this is so important. We shouldn't go with expectations. Just greet each other and then just make something in this moment. Create something crazy. Just to enjoy to be together. Because when we are together, we cannot only see the person and hear the person, also our aura is very close. And we are so close to these people. We can feel the people, not just see and hear, we can feel the people. And this is normally completely enough. For example, when you visit a person that lies in a hospital, he lies in his bed, and you want to visit the person, you don't have to talk to this person. You show up, you say hello, and you ask them, how are you doing? And just listen. Don't say anything. Just be close and let your presence heal the other person. Give your part, some of your medicine, your energetic medicine. Just let it flow to the other person. There's no talk needed. The less we talk, the more the other person can heal and feels in peace. Because when we say something and the other person is not ready, the person gets stressed. And this is not what we want. And this does not only happen when the person is lying in the bed in a hospital. This also happens when we meet people in a restaurant or when you are invited to a party. Always the same. After I film for you, the snow and the lake, my home. Oh, wonderful. Good. Now can't visit it because I'm doing the stream, but later I will have the chance. Thank you so much. Thank you for your thoughts. Being emotionally overwhelmed makes a lot. Yes, people are emotionally overwhelmed. And mostly these are memories. if they only could let go and just be together. They are so full. They are so full. They have so much expectations. And every person is nearly a time bomb. And when something happens, one bomb explodes, and then the other bomb explodes. And then we have the day after. We have a nuclear war between family members. These are not strange people. The problem is when there are strange people and we don't know them, we are way more polite. We are way more polite. I shared a lot of videos on narcissists. When they go to public, they are the nicest person ever. The nicest person ever. But behind closed doors, they are a nightmare because they know each other. They have a lot of influence. When I don't know a person, normally I say, I try to show up the best because I don't want to gain another enemy. I want that the other person likes me. And this is a normal behavior. Everybody wants to appear as a nice, but we should also do it at home, in between family. And this is where most people forget this normal behavior. Just be nice to your brother, to your sister, to your mother, to your father. Yeah. Ed, you said, do you think stress and diet are the main cause of most disease? Yes. Oh, yes. Good that you asked this. Thank you for the hearts, the dancing hearts. I saw one right now as I was reading the sentence. I saw a flying heart. Thank you for all your likes. Greetings to all the new guests and also to the guests that are already here. Do you think stress and diet are the main causes of most of these? When we are talking on health, stress is a big factor that creates diseases. We are body, mind, and soul. I always say we are soul, mind, and body. Our soul is perfect. Our mind can be polluted. And when the mind is polluted, the soul can't get through. This is like a bottleneck. When our mind is full of stress or has a lot of bad energy, then the bottleneck gets smaller and smaller. What means the energy of the soul can't feed our body. This is a big problem. And there's another big problem. We shouldn't eat crap. We should eat mostly good food. But our body has, so to say, two inputs. The food, the water, the drinks that comes, the physical food, and the energetic food that comes from our soul, that also is created by our mind in our awareness. And all this is in a physical or energetical food that lets our body stay healthy or creates diseases. So stress should be a no-go. And when we say smoking and alcohol, everybody knows smoking is polluting our lungs. Strange gases are coming in, and also they destroy the cells in the lungs. So this is real, how can I say it? This is real poison. Smoke is poison. We shouldn't drink. No, we shouldn't smoke, because when we smoke once in a while, but as you know, there are a lot of people that become very old, 80, 90 years. They smoke And like a miracle, okay, their lungs must be dark, but they still are surviving. What means they're probably they have other good food, physical good food, or also mental good food or soul food. And as long as we have good food that is always stronger than the poison, then this will prolong our life. And you said something else. A diet is good for us because a diet has such a big benefit. When we are always eating, digesting, our digestive organs need a break. And when we make a diet, the best diet I suggest is a water fast. When we make a diet, then what happens? When we stay long enough, we come to ketosis, and then we start autophagy. This means our body needs energy, and he finds a lot of crap cells in ourselves, fat cells, probably some cancer cells. Even if you don't have cancer, there might be some cancer cells. We don't know. No? So, and our body starts autophagy. This means the good cells eat the bad cells. And this is a cleaning process. This is an absolutely cleaning process. And this only starts when we are in a diet. So a diet starts our laboratory that we can heal ourselves. So when we look to all these parts, thank you for the 100% to the flying hearts and the smiling smileys. There are a lot of factors that are needed to stay healthy and have a long life. And when we understand this, then we can say, okay, when we broaden our mind, we open the bottleneck, the energy from the soul can come. We create positive vibes. We create positive energy. We are influencing our subconscious mind. The subconscious mind talks to the cells in our body. And then when we drink once in a while a liquor or a wine, we shouldn't overdo it. But this is no problem at all. It always depends on the quantity. You can kill yourself with water. When you drink 40 liters of water today, you will die. Water is not poison. The quantity is the problem. When you eat 30, 40 liters of water today, you will die because of the water. It's that easy. So even water can be dangerous. Not by drowning, just by drinking. Most of our brain isn't braining. Oh yes, this is good. This is a good analogy. Our brain should brain better. Should brain better. Thank you for the smile, sweet Peace Quebec. Ertje said, ketosis should be done really careful. No, this is not a big problem. Fasting is more preferably, when you start fasting, you enter automatically ketosis. When you start fasting, for example, you make a water fast. After day 2, let's say 3, you are in ketosis automatically. And this is when you make the water fast for 10, 14 days, the whole time you stay in ketosis. So there's no problem in ketosis. I just launched these days a short on ketosis. When I would sum it up, I said, it was a horizontal video. Yes, it was my latest horizontal video. Our body can be fueled by glucose or by ketones. Both is possible. The second one is better. And I declared all this. And there are a lot of videos in my archive where I talk on ketosis, on water fast, on diets in general. So kurtosis comes automatically. And you said well-spoken words. Okay. At least you found something beneficial in it. Thank you all the new guests here. What's the time in your country? Share your time. You don't even have to say hello. You don't even have to send a nice smiley. Just share the time. What's the time in your country? Thank you for all your likes. Let's make a refresh here, that I don't miss any of your sentences. How do you think we can reduce our stress? Yes, this is a very good question. First, we live in a time where a lot of information is all around us. More and more information tries to occupy our mind. Media and other people, other stressful people. And everybody wants more. When you don't say no, they want more. So we have to make a frontier. We have to say, from here on is no. Stop. So we have, when we don't make the barrier, no one will make the barrier for us. When we don't say, this is the frontier, this is the barrier, then everybody invades and takes over. When we don't shut our mental door, our senses door, then people come and they want everything. They do it by nature. Imagine there's a house in the middle of the town. The keys are not locked. Nobody's in there. What will happen? A lot of people will go and live there because, this house is not protected. People come, this is my house. So, the best way to make barriers, to say no. When people want something from you and you think, no, when I do this, I come out of my balance. We have to say no. And to say no is often really hard because we are very well people pleasers. I'm not a people pleaser. When you watch this person, you see in so many things, he is still pleasing people. So we have to be aware. We have to say no. And then we should look for our inner peace. This means thinking less, making meditation, sleep more. So many people don't have time to sleep because they have to be productive. And they don't sleep. And then the disease is nearly. And when the disease is only feeling more and more stress, this is already a disease. We are no more in harmony. So say no, make manifestation, sleep more, and concentrate on relaxation. There are a lot of ways. But first we have to understand that we really are in the hamster wheel. And if I don't stop it, nobody will stop it for me. Vladislav is entering the stream. Hello there and welcome. It's been a while. Yes, it's not a while. I think the last stream was, when you talk from my side, was 3-4 days. It might seem long, but I was completely busy. Always, I changed a lot in my studio, made some technical updates, installed new cables, and produced more shorts. Yes, I produced more shorts. Ertju said, if I'm not wrong, you work at a radio station. No more. I worked 30 years for a radio station. 10 years I worked for another radio station, and 20 years I had my own radio station. But I closed this radio station in 2015. So this means this is already before 10 years. So I had my radio station for 20 years before I was working 10 years for another radio. And I said, this is so much fun. But I can't play the music that I want because I'm a professional musician. And I said, there's so many good music. And they only played contemporary pop music, most of them. And they have a very small, how can I say this? They had a very small rotation list. And this is boring. I said, this could be so much more fun when we just share a variety: pop, soul, jazz, classic, blues, soul, and from all these genres, just the best. And then making a wonderful mixture. And this was the radio station that I made. Yes, and this was a lot of fun. But after 30 years of radio, I said, it's time to make something else. Because in 2015, I already realized radio won't last forever. And then I said, it's better stopping it now. Because working 30 years in radio, I saw all the ups and downs and ups and downs. And yes. So, yes, I have a lot of experience. I made it until I said, it's enough. I don't have to die that it's over. I can end it while I'm alive and then make something new. From 0 to 10, how easy do you think our brain can be manipulated into activating a specific part? It depends on the person. There are people that you can never manipulate, and there are people that are so easy to manipulate. The problem is, and this is very interesting, when someone wants something, they are easy manipulated. But when there's a person that has no interest, you nearly can't manipulate this person. So when there's a person with a lot of desires, I want this so much, and you say, do this, and then you get the, I do it, already manipulated. Whenever a person chases someone, they are easy manipulated. But when the person is in peace and knows, has clarity, and has control over his expectations, doesn't change, doesn't chase, only develops more and more and more, then this person is really not to manipulate. So there's no 0 to 10 how much a brain is. It depends on the person. On the person himself, not in general. As you said, it's a smart choice. I hope you will do well in your present and future projects. Yes, absolutely. We have to be flexible. We really have to be flexible. There are so many things we can do, and we never know about the outcome because everything can change tomorrow. Everything can change tomorrow. We never know. There are so many variables. It's not, I think, we can't plan our future, but we can say it like this. We are living in a big forest. There are a lot of trees and lots of nature is growing, and we have to find our way through the trees, that we have an easy way. But when I say, I will go there, but there's a tree, and then I have a problem. Oh, it's better to go around the tree. Yes, and when there is a river and the river is too deep, and I say, oh, no, I won't go through the river. I go another way or make a bridge, something to get over. I don't go through the river. I go over the river. So we always make a detour to find the easy way. And this, first we have to know where we are, and then we have to be creative to find a detour that brings us in an easy way to our goal, to our desire. And this is the way that we should face reality. There are always some detours necessary, detours that don't hurt other people and that are also not too hard for us. Let's come to the question from Maidenfan. I'm sorry, I'm a little late in answering your questions, but I think we are still good in time. Thank you for all your likes. Greetings to all the new guests here. I know you aren't asking me the question, but many governments, military groups have studied this and tried to make weapons that will manipulate our thoughts. High probability, in my opinion, it can happen. Look, when they start a nuke tomorrow, then we have a problem. So when mad people try to fight against you, and when these are big organizations, they might have big instruments. Look, you don't have to go very far. Remember the COVID times. You were forbidden to go out of your house. The shops were closed. When the company is big enough, they always have instruments. Whether they build electronical stuff, whether they build mental stuff, or they do it just by law. You can't go out your house after 8 p.m. It's forbidden. And when they see you, they will get you to the prison. They can even manipulate you. They don't even need a high frequency generator that twists our thoughts. They can just say it's forbidden by law. Ready. And this happens over time in so many countries, in so many religions. There are people that say, I can't do this. This is against my culture. This is against my religion. This is against the government. This is against the law. You don't even need a brain, how can I say this? A brain neutralizing generator. It's way more easy. So what do you think about this, Maidenfan? Jessica Wiegand is new in the stream. Hello there and welcome. I think this is the first time that you entered the stream. Good that you found the stream. And thank you for your question. What if you have a desire that is creating stress? How do you get rid of the desire? This is also a very interesting question. And a lot of people suffer from this. It is always good to have a desire. We should never get rid of the desire, because the desire is a calling from our soul. But when the desire is creating stress, it is not the desire. It is the expectations that we have. When we say, I want this. Wonderful. But when you say, I want this next week, then you have a problem. Then you have the stress, because I don't know how I can realize this. But when you say, I have this, whether it comes next week, after a year, or after 5 years, doesn't matter. This is my goal. I work on it, and I make step after step after step, like a salami tactic, one step after the other. With a stair, you go the stairs, and at the end, you are on the next level, step by step by step. So you should never get rid of your desire. You just should be aware of the expectations that you have. And then you should cut your expectations. Say, no, my expectations are too high. Many people want so many stuff and they want it soon. And this is not possible. And then they gave up. And the problem is when we do it once and again, this becomes a new habit. These people had a lot of desires, and at the end, none of them was manifested. And then these people are frustrated. Whatever I do, I never have success. I tried all this, I never have success. Other people have success. I tried so much, I never have. They're always using the same structure. And this is the time where they should get a teacher to clean up and learn a new way of building. So this is absolutely handleable. But people are expecting too much from themselves, and then they come to a point where it doesn't work. It doesn't work this way, but there are other ways. Thank you for this question. But never get rid of a desire. Sandu is in the stream. Hello there and welcome. Now it's time to greet you. Sorry, I'm a little late because I want to answer all the questions. But now, Sandu, a big red carpet for you. I have to go once back. Never get rid of a desire. A desire is so good for you. Just find the right way. Pale Short and Vlog. Hi, sir. So nice to meet you here. Welcome. Let's roll out a big red carpet for you too. Thank you for all your likes. It's good that new people show up and say hello. Like done. Wow. Thank you so much. You don't have to answer this question. What do you think about Zionism? Can you make this question in another form? When you say about Zionism, I don't really know what you mean with it. Just make the question again. Let's find another word, a more simple word, because this is such a big word and there are so many. Let's create the sentence again at you with simple words, and then we will face the question. So I think we have some people from India here. Greetings to India. It's not that late. I think it's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock in India. This stream comes from Germany. How are you, sir? I'm fine. And I'm even better because you entered the stream. There are a lot of people from India. Sometimes I get a comment. I think often they don't comment a lot, but I know this. Sometimes when I read the names, when they write a comment, they say, well, this must be a name. And sometimes I go to their profile, to their channel, and then I see, India. Wow, wonderful. Laugh from India. Big laugh back to India. Let's create a triple genie. Let's create the green, peaceful triple genie, especially for India. So let's make a refresh here that I can see that all is. Yes. Thank you for all your likes. Greetings to all the new guests here. As you Now is not the right time for that question. Okay. Then you decided for your own. No, it's not the right. Write it down. We can make it in another stream. And sometimes you find the answer by yourself. It's good that you even wrote it down and that we elaborated a little on this. And probably tomorrow or after tomorrow, you get your own new perspective on this. But it's always worth. We're making nothing strange. We are just putting something on the table. We observe it and then find clarity. This is wonderful. This is what lifts us up. Jessica, now you understood it. It's not the desire. Exactly. It is the expectation. That's the problem. Absolutely. And the biggest problem is when we have a strong desire, something that we really want from our heart, then we automatically have a big expectation. And this is blocking that we reach our desire. The expectations is the resistance that we bring in the equation. I want this but. And the but kills the easy way to just go to the desire. Just an easy way, step or climbing the stairs, step by step by step. I don't know. Are there 100 steps, 1,000 steps? Doesn't matter. I go step by step. Imagine. We all have these smartwatches, and they are always counting the steps. And then we have to go 4-6 kilometers. This is amazing. This is way too long. And then we go step by step by step by step. And then we reach 6,000 steps. And this is amazing. And we don't have to see what is coming after the step after. No, just make one and one. And while you're doing this, have joy. Don't say, when I get my desire, then I'm happy. And the rest is work, pure work, and stressful work. Then you will never get there. And when you get your desire, you say to yourself, I don't want my desire anymore, because this made me so much work and stress and problems in the past. I don't like my desire. The desire has to come easy. Then we love our desire. But when we are daily overwhelmed, exhausted, or we give up, or when we reach the desire, we don't want it anymore. Yes, Ed, maybe another time. No problem. I have a better question. Do you think I can study 2,000 pages of material in less than 2 months? It depends what does mean study. Learning by heart and repeating all the words, you don't mean this. But when you just, I think, when you say you have 2 months, this is not that bad. You could say, you go over these lines, you go over these pages, you read it once, and then you always make a mark, a red marker or a green marker, what is important. Then you mark all the important stuff. This is your first round. And after this, you make the second round, and then you only see what you marked, because what you didn't mark is not necessary. You don't have to read it again. You only focus on these green markers, and then you already learn it. And then when there's something absolutely important, then you make it with red. And when you say this is so much, and at the end, 2 months are nearly getting ready, and you think, the time becomes short, then you only learn the very important stuff, the red stuff. And then I think you can do this. But you have to extract, and at the end, only focus on what is really necessary. And this means at the end, you have nearly 300 pages or 200 pages. The rest are just filling words, and they are not important. So don't be overwhelmed by 2,000 pages. This seems a lot, but there's a lot of stuff that you already know, and there's a lot of stuff that you don't have to learn. Only focus on what you really want. And then it becomes small. And then when it's small, you make your step, and then you can do it. It is possible. I have to make a refresh. Really very good advice for me. What do you mean? Really very good advice for me. You didn't make a question, but probably you found something that touched you. What was it? Just repeat it. I want to store it here also. Santo, I'm traveling on train journey today, but my train is running 8 hours late. Think about. I'm traveling train journey today, but my train is running 8 hours late. What do you think about a thought that is coming in my mind? What do you think about a thought? In life also many times coming as the position. In life, I didn't understand this. What do you think about a thought that is coming in my mind? I don't understand this question. The next question is easier. In life also many times coming same situations. Yeah, this is very important. So many people suffer from this. These are problems that always appear, and they will always appear until we find a way that we say, I find a solution, or I don't even have to prepare. I don't even have to resolve this. When we find ourselves always in the same error page, in the same mistake, there's something in us that first said, well, this is repeating, always the same problem. First, it is wonderful that we know that this happened. Because otherwise, we will do it in a hamster wheel over and over and over. And then we become crazy and we don't even know this. But when we first realize that this is happening, then I would sit down, just really write on a piece of paper, what was the subject, what problem happened. The next subject, I wanted to try this, and then this happened. Just look at it at a distance. Don't be too involved, because when we try to resolve it, we use always the same strategy. Just write it down from a distance. I wanted to do this, this happened. I wanted to do this, this happened. Very simple, very simple. And then you say, okay, what happens? What is always, when you do this and you are not so involved, when you just see it from a distance, then it's often easy to see what really happens. And when you do this, you write it down, what problem happened. What do you want it to solve? This problem happened. Even when you don't know how to deal with it, you're just focusing. I want to get clarity on what really happens. And even when the mind is not understanding what happens, you also call the spirit, because there's a problem and the mind can't fix it, but there is still your soul. There are so many ways that can help you. Sometimes it's not the mind. When we say, this is the problem, I can't solve it with my mind, but I still want to solve. So I just bring it by writing down. You bring it in your awareness. And even if you can't handle this in your awareness, you radiate the problem outside. And the solution can come from your soul, can come from another person, a neighbor, your friend, husband, wife. Sometimes you see a YouTube video. Sometimes you ask someone in a stream and he gives you an idea that you never expected. And then you, wow, now I can see what happens. So first, handle them from the distance, write it down, bring it in your awareness. And even if you can't find the solution by thinking, just be aware there are other ways of getting the solution from your soul, from other people, from other media. And they will help you as long as you bring it in your awareness and you say, this is the topic now. This is the topic now. And now I focus on it. And every input from wherever the input comes is welcome to get the understanding. And some people try to resolve everything just by thinking. The thinking will never work, because all these times you had the same process. You were always thinking, and your thinking didn't resolve the problem. Therefore, you were always making the same mistake. But when you focus it, bring it in your awareness, and then you say, I can't really realize by my own thinking, but I'm still waiting for new input. And then you make it over a certain time. As long as you focus, you open the door to all these dimensions where the solution can come. We are never alone when we want to resolve something. Never. Can come from God, can come from your soul, can come by a funny coincidence. There are so many ways. And we have to say, I'm open. Wherever the solution comes from, it's welcome. About the frustration. Well. Look who is live with a fresh background. Yes, TP. Hello there and welcome. Greetings. Let's roll out the big red carpet. Yeah, sometimes we have to make a distraction to, as I can't change myself, I have to at least change the background a little. What are your thoughts on mental illness? Oh, there's a lot of mental illness. This is why I make my channel. I share so many stuff to get clarity, to heal mentally. Yes. There is a lot of mental illness. So many illnesses. People are more ill mentally than physically. But the problem is, when they are mentally ill, the body in the next step will also give up. Is it biological or result of struggles daily life? Yes. By nature, when we come to the world as a small baby, we are clean, we are fresh. Everything is an unwritten paper. And then life happens. And not only the good stuff, also negative stuff. And then we create memories. We create negative experience. These are also memories. And then so mental illness means, this is very easy to explain. We are suffering from bad memories. We wrote a story, and when we go to the future, when we go to another dimension, we are still blocked. We are still handicapped by this old story, because we think this is me. This is me, and this created me, and we bring the story to the future, and we get the baggage, all the memories from here to tomorrow to after tomorrow. This is a lot of burden. We are loaded, and this makes us sick. So this is mental illness. And can it be cured without medical solutions? Absolutely. It only can be cured without medical solutions. What would you name? What medical solution would you take? A tranquilizer that you forget it? It's still there. No, clarity. We have to let go. We have to get the right awareness to see what's going on. And we have to understand all what I was yesterday, before. This is no more me. This is an older version. This is these dimensions of me, these persons of myself. And we see, yesterday, this was another me than today. Tomorrow, I will be another person like today. So we are always shifting. And when we really understand this, you can free yourself. You can say, I made it at this time. I didn't knew it better. Therefore, I made it this way. Today, I will make it different. But it's already over. We really should let go. And this is the biggest problem. We should understand, when we focus on the now, so many things happen now. We can see it, we can hear it, we can think in the moment right now. We have no space, no time to think on the past. And the future we can imagine, but there's no guarantee. So the only moment is we focus on the now, and we really understand that me, the Matthias from yesterday, is dead. This is dead. I can use it. This is my decision. Or I say, no, I don't use it. I think new. I can think as a complete new person when I want. It's easy to think like yesterday. It's comfortable. But when this doesn't bring the benefit that you want, then we should let go. And we only can manage this by awareness, by a broader perspective, and never with medical solutions. I don't explain that because I don't very well. I understand what you are saying. That, yeah, wonderful. This is good. Sometimes we don't even understand every word, but we get the vibe, because there's always a message between the sentences or between the words. The words is just a form that we are in contact. But we do not only share words and information, we also communicate over our feelings, about the sound of our voice, about the visual, how we see people. And we also share feelings. And when we, by communication, by the words, we are in contact. This is just a cable. The words, it's between you and me, this is just, the words is like a cable. And through these cable go the emotions. And therefore, we can read between the lines. And therefore, even when you don't understand every word, you know exactly what I mean. Thank you. This is so good. Artio is leaving the stream. I would like to stay longer, but I have to go for now. No problem. So I'm so happy that you found the stream and yet you are satisfied and that I could leave the stream, that I could share a stream earlier than you thought. Maybe around midnight, if you are still, I think, I know this would mean 2 hours. I don't think so. I don't. But there's always another stream, always another. Have a good night. If you don't meet each other, have a wonderful Easter. Pile Short said, a lot of hearts. Let me greet this with a yes. These all the hearts make the connection. This is the cable between us. And then let's use another cable with a green genie out of the golden oil lamp. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for all the new people here. Let me welcome all the new guests here. Welcome all my dear guests. And a kiss to the cheek. How do you deal with rejection? Thank you for this question. I know what rejection is, but I want to find more words. But this is just one word. Rejection. Let's see. Because sometimes a word has several meanings, and when we look at these, then we get a better picture. Okay. It's always good to learn a broader variety. How do you deal with rejection? A rejection has something to do also with expectation. You expect something. We have a lot of expectation, and now something completely unexpected happens. You didn't expect this. You were imagining this will go like this, and then you already have the expectation. I just have to wait, and then I get it. And then suddenly, when we're dealing with other people, everybody has a free will, and nobody will serve you the way you want. Sometimes we find the right people. What you want, they also want. This is the perfect combination. But when there is a person that creates this, I want something, but I didn't get this from the other person. Could be a partnership, could be a job interview. And your problem or my problem is I had an expectation and I shouldn't have this expectation. But the fact is, there is a new outcome. And in this new outcome, I'm not included. And then you can say, thank you. I'm so happy that I was rejected because these were not the right people for me. When a person is rejecting me, a lady is rejecting me, then she has no attraction. When a lady wants something and the boy or the man is rejecting her, wonderful. This person had never an attraction that is going to you. For example, when you're looking for a job interview and the company says, no, we don't want you, we reject you. Wonderful. This means you are not the right person for this company. And this company is not the right company for you. In a relationship also, I have an imagination, or when I'm together with this woman, this would be a beautiful life. This is my imagination. But I don't but I don't know this person completely. And over time, I realize this person is not the way that I thought she is. And at the end, you say, it's good that we didn't marry. It's good that we are not together, because now I can see it. And sometimes when we get the rejection, always, you can be happy. These parties were not meant to be and have a happy life in the future. The company was not the right company for you. The person was not and the rejection is just another outcome than our expectation. So when there is when there is a rejection, it's good. You did not even have to decide, is it good? Is it not good? Is it good? Is it not? No, the other person is rejecting you. So it's not even your choice. Even imagine you have, let's say there's a man who has two beautiful wives. Both are wonderful. Both are perfect. And then the man has to decide, which one? This is crazy. But when the person is rejecting, then it's easy. So rejection is wonderful. You just have to switch and get the broader perspective. Rejection is wonderful. You were not meant to live together, not even for a week, because there are millions of companies. There are billions of people. There are a lot of them that are best for you. And a rejection is, before I make the wrong decision, it's better to be rejected. Was it good? Let's see. What do you think? Did you inhale this perspective? Thank you for all your likes. When everybody is not subscribed to my channel, I highly suggest. So many new stuff will come. These days I shared a lot of interesting shorts. I thought, why not sharing more affirmations? Because shorts are perfect. You listen to it and then it starts automatically again. You can automatically have a repetition process. And affirmations mean repetition. You don't listen to a manifestation. You don't listen to an affirmation just once. No, we make it 100 times, 500 times. It's the same when you want to play the piano. You don't play the piece just once. No, you play it thousands of times and then you play it beautiful. And affirmation is the same thing. Blue Diamond is welcome on board. You entered the stream. Let me read your question. Greetings of peace and salutations. Yeah, back to you also. Life of this world is a short term. Life of this world is, yes, it's really short. How this year exists for billions of years. We as a person appear like a mayfly. It's so quick. Every soul shall taste this worship none God. Come to Islam. I agree, subscribe. There's huge variety of videos I have been enjoying. You said the truth. Thank you for... I passed 1,500 videos, several topics. And there's always something that touches you. You will always find something new. Even when I scroll through my archives, through my older videos, it's, wow, it's good that I took the time to elaborate on this topic, because now sometimes I even learn from my own videos. Can you imagine this? Jessica said, good answer. It's the expectation. Again, yes. And wanting to control the outcome that leads to disappointment. Yes, Yes, but it's good when we get rejection. This is just an outcome, from the outside that this was not meant to be. And when we still are glued to this, we should just wake up. We shouldn't be focused. This is the only woman on planet Earth that can make me happy. This is nonsense. This is the only car on planet Earth that is best for me. This is the only company on planet Earth where I can have a fulfilled life. This is self-lie. There are millions of women. There are millions of companies. There are millions of cars. There are millions of ways of different thinking. There are millions of emotions. And when there is a rejection, we should be celebrating it. Whenever there is a rejection, we should really celebrate this. When you once come to this understanding, it's hard because it's a different mindset. But when we once reach this mindset, wow, now I understand this was never meant for me. I was expecting this, but I was expecting something wrong. The problem is me, not the situation. And it's good that I was rejected, because this would never be a happy life. So let me make a refresh here with my control. What is your purpose of life? Said the blue diamond. My purpose of life is making an enjoyable stream with all you now. With all these guests here, this is my purpose of life. Because if I didn't want to make a stream with you, I could make something else. I could cook a dinner. I could eat an apple. I could eat chocolate. I could drink water. I could go outside, drink a coffee in a restaurant. There are so many ways. But I decided to stream and be together with you now. There are a lot of options. Thank you for all your likes. I hope it helps. Let me look. What do you think of my latest shorts? Are you watching shorts? This is a very interesting question. Do you like shorts? Are you watching shorts? I started making shorts nearly the last week. No, this week. This is today's Friday. This week, because I stopped producing shorts. I even made a video because I thought it is not beneficial making shorts. But now I saw the difference, how YouTube treats the shorts. And I think it's high time to produce shorts again. TP said, thank you so much for the information. I do like the shorts pop up in my recommended. Really? Interesting. And we just can't test it out. We never know what the algorithm is. They might change the algorithm probably several times in a week. And what they do, I always say, not even an employee that works for YouTube in another section does not even know. So only these people that really work for the algorithm, they know what the algorithm does. And another employee at YouTube in another section, not even they know how this works. How will we know? This is way too complicated. We just can test it out. And when it brings some benefit, we do it. And when we see the benefit is fading, it's time to stop them. These aren't purpose, rather choices and needs that one aspires. Yes, my purpose are my choices. It's nice. It feels like I see what you're up to every now and then. Going for this was good here. Like you said about your cappuccino, reminds me not to stress and take a break. Yes, and because my favorite restaurant was closed for nearly 8 weeks because they were renewing everything. This is just in front of my house, and now as spring is coming and they opened it again, I will make more recordings, video recordings in this restaurant again. This is a beautiful situation there, and I will even make streams there. and I think these shorts are these days I worked a lot on producing shorts the easy way, because in former times I made the shorts in my main YouTube studio and put the cameras on and the mixer and all this on, and then changed the settings. And for shorts, I use a different installation than for normal record. And this was all building up, building down, building up. And I said, now, when we make short, it should be really short to produce. Simple production, easy, just a cell phone and simple light or going outside. And a short must be also created in a short way. And then it's just a documentation. I'm doing this. I want to share this. I do it. Is it worthwhile sharing to my viewers? Is it an interesting thought? Yes. And we do it. When I say this is an interesting short, this is an interesting idea, and tomorrow I will make a short on this, it's already over. Tomorrow I will say, yes, this might be an interesting idea, but who knows? Who wants to listen to that? When I'm in the mood, I have to do it. I can't wait. I cannot even wait until tomorrow, because when I'm in the idea, I'm on the top of the wave, then I should do it. When I wait until tomorrow, then I'm already in the app. Then it's already over. No, this must go quickly. You are a good man. I try to be a good man. Thank you so much. I bless you also with good health, good future, and always good people around you, that you treat them always in peace. Pyle is going to bed. I know. You stayed along in the stream. Thank you so much. You shared a lot of good energy. Sleep well. Have a wonderful Saturday. In Europe, we have Easter. Probably you have something different. You have Saturday, you have Sunday. This will be a blissful weekend. May all the visitors of this stream, as we are united right now, be blessed with health. I only can talk to you. There are a lot of people out there, but we are not connected. But we are connected now. So you should be continue with health, with bliss, and reaching your desires the easiest way. The easiest way. Let's roll out another big red carpet for KFG. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? The stream gets even better. All the VIP guests are showing up. Good night, Pyle. Thank you so much for your greetings. How is it going, KFG? Easter weekend is coming. Friday night is easy. Tomorrow we have Saturday. By the way, when I talked to you about some changes in my studio, and I'm looking for making the shorts even easier. Yesterday, or was it today? No, yesterday, I ordered the new Osmo Action 7P, the gimbal for a cell phone. I have some of these, but they are a little outaged. They are not that. I have a good one, but this is really big and it's too big. And have the Osmo Action Mobile 6, and it's a little limited. But as I saw, the 7P has everything I need. It's lightweight, it's portable. You can put it in a pocket, and it has a separate camera. And this is the thing, because our cell phones are so good, but the problem is when we have them in our hand, they are shaky. We can't use them for production. We have the action cams. You can switch them, and the horizon is still stable, but the picture quality is not that good. Our cell phones are really good. They are really good, even when we use them in the pro mode. But the problem is the shaky mode. But with a gimbal, wow. So it's still worth having this thing, put the cell phone in, and then very soon is coming the day of judgment. I hope we are judged for the good. I have a very personal health issue, and I'm struggling to cope with. Can you give me? Yes, let's face it. I don't know whether I can do it, but we can elaborate on it. I have a very personal health issue, and I'm struggling to cope with it mentally. Can you give me advice? We can try to do it now. And I also want to remind you, I give one-on-one coachings. And you find this in my About tab on my YouTube channel. So this is, we treat something personally. So this is a form of guidance, form of coaching, and out of public. So this is possible. Some people don't even know this. So we can try it here, public, or probably in a separate guidance session. DN is entering the stream. Hi there and welcome. Karfreitag, no, sorry, you don't speak German. Friday for Easter, tomorrow Saturday. Probably you had work in the garden today. Like always. How are you doing? We have a wonderful Easter weekend waiting for us. We can sleep a lot and we can relax a lot. And we shouldn't eat that much chocolate. When you get a lot of chocolate, put them in the fridge and only eat a piece. It lasts longer and you don't eat every day so much carbohydrates. Did I have this? Lots of seedlings, dear. Oh yes, I imagine. Planted into the tunnels today. Wow, good. Big success. The gardener made a good job. Good. We will be tested with our health and wealth. Every problem and situation is to bring us closer to God. No, some of these problems are self-made. So we are not just challenged by God. Most of the problems that we are suffering from are self-made. And when they are self-made, we also can rectify them. God created all these brothers, but there's a big hint. He created all these brothers with free will. They can do whatever they want. They will get the final bill, but they still have free will. Thank you for all your likes. I appreciate every single one of them. Let me make a refresh to see the quantity of our viewers here. I miss the old cane. What does this mean? Old cane. Let me get a translator. Someone wrote this even in the comments, and I didn't understand this. Probably you can help me now. Yes, it's good to verify, because most problems are self-made. And then we really have to separate them. And this already takes a high awareness to understand which is self-made, which is self-made from other people, which is made from a level higher. Thank you for all your likes. If anybody is in the stream as a new viewer and is not subscribed to the channel, I highly suggest just subscribe and go along for several months. When you don't like the channel, you can unsubscribe again. But when you like the channel, then you will say, good that I subscribed. In my archive, there are now more than 1,500 videos. Some are jokes, fun videos, but others are really deep, really deep. Is there still someone in the stream that did not say hello? Now's the time. Just say, what's the time in your country? Let me refresh the chat. Sometimes I don't trust the chat. It's better to refresh it. Thank you so much, KFG. Yes, we should discipline ourselves to stay positive. And there are a lot of ways that we can do this. There are so many ways we can treat a situation. There's not only just one way we can solve a problem. There are 1,000 ways to solve a problem. And we shouldn't say, this is the only way, and I can't do this. Then we should say, okay, then I pick a solution of the 999. There are several ways to, but we only can have this understanding when we are full of hope, positive thoughts. So let me see whether someone subscribed. I go quickly to my YouTube studio to see whether someone decided, yes, I will take the risk. I will subscribe to this channel. And I hope I won't get I didn't have the number before, so I don't know whether someone subscribed or not. Let's make a refresh of my chat. At least Friday before Easter, we have a lot of, the Easter weekend is coming, so there's no stress. I think all beliefs and opinions can be valid. Oh, yes, they are. It's fun to hear what people think about good or no good. Yes. DN, you are right back. Wonderful. Make your thing. Yes, happy Easter to all of you. We are starting the Easter weekend. What will you do? I'm a little flexible. And I didn't took a lot of decisions. I will take them tomorrow. So these are small decisions, and I didn't plan something. Let be everything open, and then I can decide in the moment, what will I do now? This seems, I'm free. I'm free, and I can decide. I have some things to do that I will, but the Easter, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, there are some works that I have to do. But there's still free time when I say, I make it spontaneously. Santu, are you coming back? How was your stream? Didn't you say you make a stream? Back to listen your thoughts. Oh, we had good thoughts. You had your stream and we had good thoughts. So how was your stream? But nothing is lost. You still can watch the replay. Yes. So TP said, yeah, see some family. This is always good, genau. Laugh with them, some jokes. This is good. And of course, relax. Yes, this is a wonderful decision to be with your closest ones. Before someone had the question, when all the family members meet, there will always come problems. But we resolved this. This happens always on Christmas, Easter. Whenever people come together after a long time, they are so emotional full and they are easy disappointed because of their expectations. So Sandro, how was your stream? Tell us a little on your stream. You made your stream and we are still streaming here. Ooh. I can't see the stream time. No, there's no stream time here. I could see it on the phone that is recording the stream. Try something by your opinion. What do you mean? Try something by your opinion. Try something by your opinion. I think this sentence isn't complete. There's something missing. Did you try something? Or will you try it now? Try something by your opinion. There are some words missing. Probably you give us a little more information that we can understand you better. Not so good. You mean because of the language English? Yes, this is yes, I already asked. Tell us, what was their topic in your stream? Or was it just meeting all your viewers? Thank you for all your likes. This is always a pleasure. Let me refresh my chat. to see who else joined the stream. This is interesting. There's a person that has a stream with just dark. Just dark. Can you see this? Incredible. What would happen when I shut down the lights and just make a dark stream? Is this person? There's no chat. There's no chat. This is a dark stream. There's no chat, and there's still 171 viewers. Strange. This is strange. Crazy things happen here. Yes, this is the void stream, the vacuum stream. Really good. This is a good sentence. Can you think of a mother giving birth to herself? Or this chicken egg problem. The chicken egg problem. Who was there first? The egg or the chicken? The mother or the baby? You like eggs and chicken, so you must know this. I also bought, this is interesting. These days, 2 days ago, I created a new recipe with shrimps. And then I said, this is wonderful, like a shrimp soup. And then I said, I will buy some eggs. I went to the supermarket and bought some eggs. And now I bought 20 eggs. And now, as I realize, Easter is coming. So I bought the eggs, and now I have even eggs in the fridge. And I can even cook a hard-boiled egg. Whether I was talking on chicken and egg. I can even make an Easter egg. I can get a pencil and I could paint my Easter egg. I will do this. This is a good idea. I make a hard-boiled egg and then I can put some graphics on it, a QR code or whatever comes in my mind. And then I have a real Easter egg. Wow. Yes. Or we will see your egg in a video. Look, I could even make a short. Probably it's not worth making a horizontal video just for one egg, but good idea. I can say at least, hello, all my dear viewers. Here come my Easter greetings with my self-painted Easter egg. Good idea. Thank you for your idea. What colors? I will find some different colors. Not just with a pencil. I have a blue marker. Yes, and and now I know where I have some colored markers. Yes, I can even make two eggs. I think it's better to make two. One egg is a little simple. I will make 2 Easter eggs, and I will share them in a short. Good idea. Thank you, TP. What do you think about judgment of another person by just looking at him? Is it wrong? What do you mean? Judgment of a person by just looking at him. Is it right or wrong? You mean you know nothing about the person, you just see the person, and then you start judging. You create an opinion just by the outer appearance. Do you mean this? Because when we know a person, we know a lot of things, what they do, how they reacted, and then we can judge on them. But this depends. We have to know the person, or we have to spend a little time together with the person. Oh, you said yes. So there's a person, you do nothing with the person. I think we shouldn't judge. When you say, I don't know the person, we see the person. Look, we can go a little deeper. I would say two things. First, when we just see the person, we have nothing to judge. We can just say, I feel attracted, or I don't feel attracted. But we can't judge this person for bad only because we are not attracted. This is the first method. So we should respect the person. Even if this is not my style, I can't judge the person. Even if I don't feel attracted to this person, but I can't judge it. This is the first way. But there's a second way. And this is very interesting. When we have a person and we observe the person, at least for some seconds, here comes the intuition into play. We cannot only see this person or hear the person, we can also smell the person. And we can also, when you are an empath, you can also feel the person. And when you feel the person, even if you see the person just for some seconds, then you might say, for a short moment, I am in this person. Not everything, but quite a lot. And then you can already feel whether this person is an honest person, whether this person, about the mimics, and also about feelings, whether this is a liar. And then we start judging, because when this seems a liar, a person that is definitely rude, then we can judge this person, because we see the person, and then by feeling we can absorb what the other person does, and then we can judge the person. But this is critical. So I think, as I said, we shouldn't judge the person just by seeing the person. But when we feel something, then we can make a judgment. But we shouldn't judge that much. Because when we start judging, we have all the negative thoughts already in our mind, and we pollute ourselves with the judgment. In this case, I would say, when there's a person you don't feel comfortable with, just go another. Don't stay too long with the person. There are people that we should avoid, and some people that we should look for. Oh, nice person. I feel so good when I'm with this person. I want to stay longer with this person. I want to stay my whole life with this person. And yes, we can feel this. This goes over instinct. This goes over our aura by feeling. And when there is someone, when you start judging, and the judgment is bad judgment, then it's high time to avoid this person, go in another direction, and stop judging, because the judging is polluting your mind with negative thoughts. The other person cannot even hear this. Probably you feel the person more than this person feels himself. For example, you have a narcissist and you are an empath. Then you feel what's going on. And the person cannot even feel its own reality. This is critical. So in this case, just go another direction and look for people where you feel good. So 2 steps. Was it agreeable? Whenever I come into the stream, it makes my day more relaxed, just a nice, and thank you so much. I try to spend good vibes, to share good vibes. Yes. And when this comes via feedback back, I'm happy. Santos says, thank you for your perspective. So you understood it, and it was understandable. It was reasonable. But it's really interesting. If you never had put this question on the stream table, we would have never elaborated. Now I'm even more clear than before. Now I know judging just by appearance is one thing. We shouldn't do this. But when we go deeper and we feel the person and we absorb the person, then we can even judge. But when the judgment comes more or less to a bad result, then it's high time to get away and just look for people that find a good judge in your judgment. Good. Thank you. So you said writing English is not that comfortable, but understanding, you understand very well. I'm not that happy with the picture quality. As I'm using the front camera from the cell phone, this must be better than the selfie camera. I think the selfie camera made a better picture than the front camera. I cannot understand this. Or this is just the connection today. Because the stream, they run really low. They go with 720 pixel. And the camera has a way higher solution. They can produce 4K, but probably the vertical stream from a cell phone, YouTube, brings the quality down. So I'm not really happy with the picture quality. What do you think? Let me refresh the stream. Thank you for all your likes. And if there's anyone in the stream that didn't say hello yet, now is your time. We welcome you. There are only nice guests here. Nobody didn't tell about the picture quality for now. But I don't want to bring, just for a vertical live stream, all the cameras, and this is a little too overrated. And it's just a stream. You believe it or not, some fear of talking coming from generation by generation. This is a very interesting question. You believe it or not, some fear of talking coming from generation by generation. Yes, this comes by education. This comes from our parents, and they earned this from their parents. This is a cultural education aspect. And sometimes problems go from one generation to another generation. Sometimes even diseases go from one generation to the next generation, not by the genes, but just by learning the new generation the same problem. Yes, I absolutely agree with it, Santu. David G, hello there and welcome. Welcome to the channel. No, to the stream. How are you doing? Friday night before Easter. We have a wonderful, long Easter weekend in front of us. Isn't this beautiful? People do seem to be more disconnected as years go by. Absolutely. Yes, this is the problem of the information age. People get so much distracted, and they got distracted from their inner peace. And therefore, they are more disconnected from their own soul, from their inner peace. And they are looking for this in the outside, and they will never find this there. David said, yes, indeed. You mean the long Easter weekend? Yes, we are all happy. This is so beautiful. Tomorrow, Saturday, the shops are open. We can do what we want, but we are flexible. Saturday, we can sleep long. And Easter Monday, we can also sleep long if we want. Or you can get up early and make a nap at the afternoon. Why not? We have a deep conversation going on in the chat. Thank you for all your likes. I appreciate every single one of them. If there's any viewer in the stream that didn't say hello, please don't stay anonymous. We have so many nice people here. We want to greet you. I see the flying hearts. Flying hearts. Yes, yes. Say hello. Don't stay hidden in the stream. Oh, what is this? David mentioned, as I'm getting old, even during the weekend, I wake up early around 6 a.m. This is a habit. Probably you always made this in the past, and then you are glued to this regular inner clock. Yes, this is unbelievable how we are programmed. We make it over and over and over, and then we wake up automatically. We don't even need a clock. We wake up, and do you know this? It is not just a program. It is our subconscious. For example, when people always wake up 6 o'clock, but another morning they have to wake up at 4 o'clock because they have to go to the airport or they have a schedule. And then 1 minute before 4 o'clock, before the clock rings, we wake up automatically. We never wake up in the night 1 hour before. But then when we have a schedule and then we wake 1 minute earlier. Isn't this amazing how good our inner computer is? Wow. But David, you can even get rid of this step by step. For example, you don't sleep one night, and then you go to bed, so you are so super sleepy, and then you sleep the next night, you go to bed very late. For example, 2 o'clock. And then you will never wake up 6 o'clock. You will wake up 8 o'clock. And when you change your program, you can make a new program. Probably this is not necessary, but we can do this. We really can change the program. We just have to act differently and make a change that the body becomes confused. And after a certain time, you get free from the program. We can do this. We really can do this. Whether it makes sense is another question, but we can do this. We really can do this. Let me check this here. Check a sound test. Let me check this here. Check a sound test. Yes, it's working. Okay, good. I'm still happy. This is when we start to learn a musical instrument. We never played piano. We never played guitar. We never played saxophone. And we can't do it. But then we start small. And we increase by practicing new things, new movements, new ways to look, new ways to listen, new ways to think on playing the instrument with all the details. And after 1, 2, 3, 4 years, we become quite good. So it's just by doing, we can change the program. Even if I go to bed at 2 a.m., at 6, I will wake up. But not when you had 2 days without sleeping before, believe me. When you just go to bed every day, okay. But when you are really sleepy and you didn't sleep for 2 days, and then you go to bed at 2 o'clock, you will sleep until 7, 8 o'clock or even more. Believe me, you can test this out. We can make the tests. You won't die because you don't sleep 1 or 2 nights. And you will sleep until 8, 9, or 10 o'clock, believe me. And when you continue like this, you can produce a new system. Wish I could become a good thinker like you. Oh, you are a good thinker. You are already a perfect thinker. You just think different topics. We all have the same capacity. Look, we all have 24 hours. We all have 24 hours a day. We all have the same capacity. Some people are thinking more on science, others more on music, others more on relationships, others more on emotions, others more on cooking, others are concentrating on their tangible work. This is just, where do we put our focus in? Everybody is a big thinker. Everybody is. Sometimes we do not even share what we are thinking. But I think we all have the same capacity. Even a monkey is a good thinker, just in a completely different world. Or a dolphin, a whale. They are all good thinkers. Just they think something completely different. So, Sandro, you are already a good thinker. Oh yes, TP. Sleep is just important as food and water. Sleep is more important than what is most important? Most important is breathing. The second important is water. Then comes sleep. And only then comes food. And then comes our emotional experience. But first breathing, then water, then sleep. And then comes nothing, and only later food. Yes, happy Easter weekend to you also. We already shared a lot of happy, but we can never share it often enough. Happy Easter Friday, Easter Saturday, Easter Sunday, Easter Monday. Before I said, I bought some eggs without even thinking on Easter. I just had the desire to buy some eggs because I want to make some recipes, and I bought some eggs, 20 eggs in the supermarket. And then I said, and in this stream, I go, wow, Easter is coming, and Easter is the time of eggs. So I even can make some hard-boiled eggs, paint them, and then someone asked in the stream, you can share this in the stream. So I said, yes, let's make a short where I share Happy Easter. These are the Easter eggs. This is a good idea. This is a fun idea. Yes, I like fun ideas. I have a lot of fun videos I have a lot of sci-fi videos in my archive, and there are a lot of deep videos, really deep videos. And I think it's a good mixture. Only making fun is a little boring. Only making the deep stuff becomes a little boring. You can't eat spaghetti for a whole month or pizza. 1 month only pizza. No, we need variety. I think we need. Therefore, I'm not a niche person. Who says we should produce stuff that fits a niche? Who would say this? Write it now in the chat. I say no. We need to be flexible. We need variety. This life is variety. We cannot eat always the same food. So I'm not a niche person. I will never be a niche person. So today's topic is the power of the spoken word. Tell us more. Oh, every day is the topic, the power of the spoken word. Do you know this? Every day is the topic. Let me look whether I still have it or not. Let me look whether I have it or not. Did I delete this? Just a minute. Oh, you are lucky. You are lucky. I found it. I found it. Take a deep breath and slowly release it. Allow yourself to settle into this moment, knowing that your voice holds incredible power. I recognize the immense power that resides within my spoken words. Each word I utter carries energy, intention, and the potential to shape my reality and the world around me. I choose my words with awareness and care. I understand that my voice is a tool for creation, for connection, and for positive change. I speak with clarity and conviction, knowing that my authentic voice deserves to be heard. I express myself honestly and truthfully, allowing my inner wisdom to flow through my words. My spoken words are filled with love, kindness, and understanding. I use my voice to uplift and encourage others, to build bridges, and to foster harmony. I affirm positive outcomes and speak life into my dreams. My words align with my intentions, creating a powerful force for good in my life. I release any fear of hesitation in expressing myself. I trust the power of my voice and I allow to resonate with confidence and grace. With every word I speak, I become more empowered and more aligned with my true self. My voice is a source of strength, creativity, and connection. I embrace the power of the spoken word and use it consciously and deliberately to create a life filled with joy, purpose, and meaningful connection. And so it is. Feel the power of your voice. even in silence. Carry this awareness with you throughout. No, through, carry this awareness with you throughout. Carry this awareness with you throughout your day. Wow, beautiful. Yes. So this was the voyage to the power of the spoken word. Let me read your sentences. I have to be informed what's going on. Matthias, I really enjoy your video about breathing. Thank you so much. This is so important. Yes. Especially when you stop smoking. Yes, I made a video on stop smoking. Do you mean this one? Because I shared a lot of videos on breathing. There must be a little older in my archive. But recently I made a video on stop smoking. And this was an affirmation. So this means this is a different solution. When we now I remember what you said, and when we think the pure fresh air, that is the best medicine that we have. We cannot pollute this sacred medicine. The air that we breathe is really sacred. For example, when you drink a glass of water, we never put dirt in it. When we drink a glass of water, we want it clean. And when we inhale the breath, the air, we want it clean. And when we come to this understanding, really, that there are cells, innocent cells, that just need our air, clean air, the right amount of nitrogen, the right amount of oxygen, the right amount of all these noble gases. And then we should honor our body, respect our body. When we really come to this awareness, then we say, I can't pollute the air that I breathe in. I will never put dirt in the glass of water that I drink, or gasoline. Who puts gasoline in the water, in the clear glass of water to drink? Nobody would do this. So this is just a mindset. Thank you that you mentioned this. But this is a complete new attempt. People say, stop smoking, cigarettes fall off my fingers. This nonsense stuff. This is so stupid. No, they have to really come on a new level, on a really new level, to know what's going on, to really understand what's going on. And then when we really come to the new level of this new mindset, then we are free. Then we really understood the magic of life. Good that you mentioned this. Yeah, this is why you said the video of breathing, which was about stop smoking. Your voice is powerful. Every voice is powerful. Every voice is powerful. It's like playing the piano. When you just, then nobody likes the music. When I talk like this, and then I talk like this, and when I'm not using my voice and my voice seems stressed and I'm so really happy, this is, I think our voice has a natural sound. And when the natural sound resonates in us, then our mouth doesn't become a bottleneck. A bottleneck when you some people that talk so, and they have a lot of stress in their life. It seems as they have a lot of stress in their life. Oh, this is exhausting. But when we know, okay, the voice is resonating in us, and the voice transports the core of our soul, then the voice becomes different. And I think playing the voice is the same as playing the guitar, the keyboard, the flute. A singer also learns to sing. He learns how to play his singing. And I think we also should learn how to play our voice. And when we play our voice, then the voice changes. And everybody can do this. We all have arms, we all have a mouth, we all have ears. Everybody can play his voice. It only depends whether the person wants to. It takes practice. It takes, to learn the piano, takes practice. And to find the voice that fits to your whole body, this takes time. I understand this. I really understand this. This is interesting what Santo said. In India, society rated smoking with bad culture, not saying anything about health and environment issue. In India, society related smoking with bad culture. This is also true. Bad culture means we are not highly developed in our mind. Having a bad culture means not use our potential that we have, because when we use our potential, then we automatically have a higher culture, and a higher culture doesn't do it. This is just another form of describing nearly the same thing, just it looks from a different corner, but it is as you said, bad culture. A bad culture leads to disease. Because a bad culture means we are not respecting our body and not the body of another person. A bad culture does not respect the other person, and also not our own body. And when we don't respect our own body, we have the wrong nutrition, we have the wrong way of drinking, the wrong way of breathing. They're not just breathing yes and no. When we don't breathe, we are dead. This means when we are breathing, we are not breathing 100% right. You can breathe 80% right, 60% right, 40% right. Breathing is also an art. To breathe the right way takes practice. I had professors, and I believe in them. They said, when you have problems with your health and you know how to breathe You can breathe them away. You heard right. You can breathe diseases away. But you have to know what the right breathing is. And then when you know what the right breathing is, you have to do it, not just once. When you go once to the gym, nothing happens. But when you do it daily, over months, preferably your whole life, then you can breathe so many crap away. Good that you mentioned this, Sandro. Nemo is coming into the stream. Hello there and welcome. A big red carpet for you too. I'm fine. Easter weekend is coming. Tomorrow I can sleep long. You too. And then we have Easter Sunday. We have Easter Monday. How was your day? How is your day? Did you plan something for Easter? Happy Easter to all of you. When there's someone new in the stream, welcome. Happy Easter. Thank you for all your likes. But oh yes, David, you are so right. But our voice can be corrupted by our mind. You see what I'm talking about? Absolutely. Look, when we know how to play our voice, this means the voice finds its auditive shape. But the problem is our voice is not just I, E, O, I. No, we produce words. And the words come from our thoughts, from our mind. I can use beautiful voice and say only ugly words. There are a lot of ugly words. And the ugly words come from our thoughts. When I think ugly, I speak ugly. And when I want to speak ugly, because I intend, I have these thoughts, and then I speak ugly words, even with a good voice. This is amazing. Yeah. I can say ugly. So this means it's not just how we sound with our voice. It's also what is the communication? What are the words that we transport from our mind to the other person? There are persons when they have a bad slang and they use all this, you know what I mean, these dirty words. They think this is cool. But the problem is they do not even speak these words, they think these words. What these people say is just a shadow of their thoughts. Oh yes. And in these ways, the voice is corrupted by our mind, by our thoughts. Let me make a refresh that I'm informed. Keep this in. This is okay. This is not meant for me. This is. Thank you for your valuable words. And now I believe. Thank you for coming after your stream back in this stream. probably you had to get a little more of these vibes here. Have a wonderful Easter. It must be already late for you. Don't cry. Don't cry. Have a happy Easter. And I thank you so much. Thank you. So I talked on all the sentences that were meant for me. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you so much. When there's a new person here, oh, sorry, I mixed something up. Santu is leaving, and but this is from you, Nemo. So I have to wipe it away, erase. I'm good, thank you. Missed your streams. I didn't make your, no problem. There's always another stream. They are recorded. If you're really hungry, you still can watch the replay. I don't celebrate Easter, by the way. I think, okay, we never know. There are people from all over the world. Some people celebrate Easter, others not. Some people have holidays, but don't celebrate Easter. Make it as you want. So I'm not an Easter fan. When everybody wishes Easter, I say happy Easter. But when I was a small boy, I was finding my Easter eggs in the garden. but these days, no, not these days. Probably tomorrow, I will cook some. I bought some eggs without even knowing of Easter. I bought them for my food, and in this stream, I got the wow. I have some eggs that I can boil, and then paint them. And another person said, "Will you show us this?" I said, "Yes, good idea. I can make a short video. A short video is enough to say Happy Easter to my viewers." But it's not everybody is celebrating Easter. I can make it probably a little different. I can boil my eggs. I can paint my eggs. And I can just say, look what I did. I painted my eggs and now I will eat them. I could even make an ASMR video. I have these painted eggs. This is a good idea. I could make my eggs ready. I could paint them, boil them, paint them, could put everything in a short. And then I crack them. This makes a good sound for these ASMR people. They love these. And then I can crack the skin. How do we say? The shell. And then eat the egg in front of the microphone. Ertio said, this was meant for me here. Communication skills and learning how to express our emotions through words and gesture is key to becoming a good politician. Oh, yes. And a lot of them never cared for the power of them. They have no power in their words. Some have. Most of them have not. They should really, as we just work just by talking in a conference or in front of a camera or just having phone calls every day, we should really train our voice. This would be the best skill for politicians, salesmen, for everybody. I think even when you are trying to find the right partner, it would be one of the best things how you can express yourself, especially for a man. Women have their beauty, but men don't convince over their beauty. Women think different in this way. And I think the outfit and the voice are one of the biggest parts. Interesting, Matthias. What do you mean is interesting? What part? I was just rambling on several topics. What part do you mean? Nemo said, we always bring up the subject, but is there anything you want to talk about? David, you meant the woman part. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is very important. This is very important. David, you know that so many women get crazy when they find love in the voice of a man. Because women are looking for emotions. Because beauty they have themselves. They are not looking for beauty in men. They are looking for other they're looking for other qualities. They're looking for other qualities. And as a man expresses himself, he shares his thoughts over his voice. And then they are listening. They are listening. What is happening in his mind? And it comes over the voice. And then over the voice, they can look inside your brain. Because when you don't speak, nothing happens. But when you start speaking, people can go over your voice in your brain, in your thoughts, in your opinions, in your emotions. We always bring up the subject, but is there anything you want to talk about? You mean me? Oh, we are flexible. Let the topics unfold. First, I had this idea, let's talk on the power of the spoken word, because every stream could mention the power of spoken word, because this is our biggest weapon. Our voice is our biggest weapon. Every stream could be named like this. I think we don't need a gun. We don't need a revolver or a machine gun. We have our voice. I even shared a video voice against an M16, something like this. And we came to the conclusion that the voice is way more powerful. With a gun, you can kill a person. You may just, and the person is dead. Is this a big act? This is no act. This is no act at all. Okay, when you kill the person, you have the problem. But with our voice, we speak a whole life with so many people. We can make wars, we can make peace, we can share love, we can rob a bank, everything. So a voice is endless power. As you said, how did this stream end up in this religious debate? No, look, there's no religious debate. There are only some viewers that have their in-between talk. But this is just another room of this stream. So this stream, we are talking here and I'm talking to you, you can talk to me, and some people, 2 people, have their room in the stream and they talk in between us. So the stream is not about this religious debate, not at all. Not, these are just 2 people having their separate room where they're talking to each other. So it's really flexible, no problem at all. Can you get this? Can you get this perspective at you? Nemo, good that you can confirm this. We're looking for emotions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Beauty, women have for themselves. They don't look for beauty. Okay, this doesn't mean a Neanderthaler or a beggar, but sure, but at some stage in their life, they are looking for more. As you said, some qualities. Yes, I think a man should also respect his qualities. And there are a lot of them. And you can never bring all of them. But you don't have to be a perfect husband for every woman, just for some or for one. The untold misery is entering the stream. Sorry when I'm a little late, but I go sentence after sentence. Sometimes need a little more. A big red carpet for untold misery. Hello there, and welcome to this upcoming Easter stream. How are you doing? I heard the sentence somewhere that words can be much more dangerous than a gun. It was something like, yes, absolutely. Yes, I said a gun is a simple instrument. You just make a trigger and then you kill a person. This is a simple act. It is a very powerful act to end the life of a person. And you can't reverse it. But with your voice, you can start a war. Or when you are in a war, you can make peace with your voice. There are some wars where a lot of people die, and only the negotiations can stop the war. Often the war cannot stop himself. But when some people negotiate the right way, they can say, okay, now we find a solution, and now we made contracts, and then at least the war activities are stopped. So there are so many ways. And when we think even on spells, nobody thought on this right now, but I bring it on the table. You can talk to yourself. You can change your activities, your behavior. I read this article before. Not everybody heard this because some of you just entered the stream right now. I shared one of my videos. What's the name? Let me remind you. Just a minute. Now. This stream, this short is still waiting for you. It's not public yet. Ha 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 ha. Probably, therefore you don't know. This will be probably later. Later, I think I will make this short public in the night. Yes. So this stream is called Words Have Power. Shape your reality through your spoken words. This is not even a short. It has 2 minutes and 11 seconds. It's nearly a vertical video. Short for some time we could not even make a short longer than 30 seconds. But now we can make it at least 3 minutes long. And I decided I produce this vertical as a short. So tomorrow you can see it here on my channel. It is worth seeing it. Words have the power. Shape your reality through your spoken words. Good. So let me come back to the stream. But I shared already many videos on the power of our words. Once in a while, when I get this inspiration, I have to share something once again about the power of our voice, the power of the spoken word. I'd rather have a gun against a beer than my voice. Are you so often in danger of beers? I never had the problem that was facing beer. I never had the problem having a beer standing in front of me, but I have always a lot of people standing in front of me. So I prefer to work on my voice than having a gun in case I'm really having a relationship with a beer. Not only boys sometimes, Matthias. Oh yes, the silence can be more and destructive. Oh yes. Yes, you are right. You're right. The word at the right place or the right place without the word and the silence can be destructive, and the silence can also be full of peace. It depends on the context. It really depends on the context. Silence can be the best thing we can bring to the table. And silence also can be the worst thing that we bring on the table. Then 19 million is entering the stream. Sorry when I'm a little late here, but I go sentence after sentence. I'm gonna go make popcorn. This is a good idea. Do you make the popcorn salty or sweet? I told to my students these days, please make popcorn. And then in the next lesson, they said, yes, we made popcorn. And wow, they made their homework. Nemo, this is a good sentence. I like this sentence. We should heading for peace. And everybody should do the best to get closer to peace. I like your sentence. Thank you so much. What is your opinion related to euthanasia? Aha, Ertio. Mm-hmm. Look, thinking on this topic would mean I take any position upon the decision of other people. And I say to myself, it's forbidden for me to have an opinion. Because when I want to do something with my body, I do it. And when other people try to do the same, I think when it's upon killing our life, everybody, as during the whole life, everybody should have its free will. And when somebody really decides, I will die, then he makes suicide. He must have his reasons. Probably the next day he wouldn't do it because he thinks differently. But when you think, what is your opinion related to euthanasia? What is your opinion about war? Millions of young people killing one each other. Do they really reflect what they are doing, or are they just thrown in the war and they have to kill? And then this thing gets momentum and nobody else can control it. I say to myself, it's forbidden to me to have an opinion on this. And there are many other things. Even if I have an opinion, this doesn't bring me any further. So I think it's worthless. There are so many problems. When I fill my head with all these problems, I get diseases because I can't solve these problems. I fill my head up with problems. And when I fill my head up with problems, I can't think good thoughts. When think on problems, I cannot focus on peace. And when I'm full of problems, I only share problems. But when I'm full of peace, I at least can share peace and consolation. So it's complicated. It's complicated. And I don't want to throw myself in this water. At least not for now. When the time comes, then the moment might be different. But at the moment, it's not the time. Untold misery. I like your sentence. Yes, good. Yes. They underestimate the power of the presence. Now I come to your popcorn. Ben, 19 million. I make the popcorn salty. Good. One of my students asked me, I don't know whether I make it salty or sweet. And I said, let's make it like this. First, you make it salty as your main popcorn, and then you make it sweet as your sweet after this. This is a good idea. David, I have to go. I see you next week. Yes, probably. Thank you so much. Enjoy your holidays. See you, David. When I was little, I thought the world would be utopian, but it seems to be becoming dystopian. Yes, it's getting more complicated. And this is interesting. As we are living in the information age, we all have our awareness globally is increasing. So we all get a broader perspective, and this is good. This is growth. And as our awareness is getting broader, also the world is getting broader. We see so more as we increase our perspective. There are way more things. And in the universe, as it is expanding, the same thing. And here on planet Earth, it is also the expansion. More and more things happen at the same time. So this becomes, as you said, from utopium to dystopium. This is information and energy and emotions are drastically increasing, probably exponentially. Now, let's come to untold misery. Untold misery. Correct. A solution only misery grasps the presence of the world. They're always going. It's not always about fixing. It's about understanding. Yes, I agree. I think popcorn needs to be salty. I never add sweet. Really, you have to try it. I didn't know there is a sweet popcorn. Really, look, fantastic. I was grown up with sweet popcorn, and later I learned that there's salty pop, and I like both. This is interesting because popcorn really salty is delicious, sweet is also delicious. What is your opinion about adult movies? When you ask me like this, I think this is stupidity. Stupidity. This seems to be what is the right word? I always need the right word. I have to find the right word. Eine Ersatzlandung für Menschen ohne Mut. Nein. Eine Ersatzhandlung für Menschen ohne Mut. So you asked me about these movies, and I would say this is a substitute action for people without courage. They hide themselves without having the courage to meet normal relationships. And when they are hungry for emotions, they get crazy. And then they want something dirty, brutal at home. But how far? What is necessary that we become so in trouble? For example, when there's someone who has never something to eat, and these people even get some old burgers from the waste basket and they eat it. When we are far from normal life, this distorts our mind, and then we make things that are normal. And as there are people that are in this situation, there's always a market that produces something for them because they only want to make money. These people that produce this money, they know that there are weak people that pay everything to follow their. This is normal. This is a drug. This is just a form of drug. And these people that produce these videos, they are just drug dealers. They produce this, they sell it to these people that need this, and they think they are satisfying their needs. But their needs are so out of normal life. So this is, how can I say this? This is a toxic life. This is a toxic life. You know what I mean? I think we don't need to explain more. So where was I? So this was the question from Ertio. Erd, you said, I couldn't agree more with you. There's nothing to add on your option. It was just perfect. You mean what I said about these movies? Probably you meant this. Yes, that's what I'm. Okay. Now it came back. Yes. Yes. And this created a complete market for the dealers. And this is a big market. This is a big market. And the problem is they make people even more addictive. And then when people find these videos, they think this is completely normal. Not just me. There's a whole industry. That means everybody is using this. So this is completely. I'm completely normal. I'm completely normal, and everybody's doing this, and yeah, and nothing wrong with that. And so they stay in their distorted life, and they create their own lies on real sexual fulfillment. Even worse, they now they are making these kind of videos with artificial intelligence. Yeah, you know why? Because they think they still have their clients, and when they produce their products with less costs, then they have more money for themselves. And when you let them do it by artificial intelligence, you don't have to pay the actors, you don't have to have the right location, and all this stuff. The margin for them becomes even better. So artificial intelligence is wonderful to have more benefit for the dealers in this case. And I think these clients, when they're already in their state of addictive state, they even buy it. They even buy it. And for some, it might be even more perfect because they can have their dream actors. Thank you for all your likes. I appreciate every single like. When there are new guests in the stream, you are greeted. Share your hello. If you didn't subscribe yet, I highly suggest be on board of this channel. More good stuff will come. I share horizontal videos. I share short videos. Sometimes we have a live stream like today. So I just made my refresh. Oh, while making the refresh, I lost the stream. Where's my stream? I have to find my stream again. I found it again. I found it again. So watch live. So now I'm back in the chat again. This is a very interesting question. When I see the hyper-realistic videos of artificial intelligence, I think, how will we prove in court that we are not us if they make a fake video of us? Yes, exactly. Exactly. I make voiceover for more than 35 years. And I know, thankfully, this never happened to me, but I know a lot of my colleagues where there was a company that was making fake videos. They created the text, another made the voiceover, then they created the video, and then they sent the video out. And then there was a big problem. And then who is guilty for all this stuff? Are you already a part of this crime because it is your voice? Or later in artificial intelligent videos, because we can see you, this is you. But this is not you, this is just a simulation of you. And this will be a big problem. Absolutely. Thank you for all your likes. I appreciate every single one of them. When there are new guests here, I highly appreciate that you just share hello, be part of the channel, subscribe, and come along for 2-3 months. When you like it, you can stay. When you don't like it, you can unsubscribe again, no problem. But at least you tested the channel out. So what's the time? Now we have 0:23 AM. Yep, yes, I think it's time for me to go to bed. Now also, thank you so much for staying in the stream. Have frohe Ostern. Sleep well, sleep a lot, and eat good things. So, my dear friends, what will you do? Blue Diamond and Ben, 19 million. We are coming to the natural end of the stream. And I think I have to cook something for me. Ben, 19 million said, that's cool. What is cool? What is cool? Nemo said, thank you, Matthias, for the stream. This feels like a safe place. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is a safe place. It is a safe place because you are still among my how can I say this? Among my just let me get the translation. Weil ihr hier unter meinen Fittichen seid. Ah, yeah, so simple. I could have remembered this because you are here under my wings. I could have said this from my memories. Yes, this is why you feel like a safe place here. Yes, you are under my wings. That's cool. Ooh, I don't know. Everything is cool. Yes, absolutely. It's cool. Yes, you are my wing commanders. You are my wing commanders. Thank you to the fleet, to our space flight, to our fleet, where we discover new mindsets, new energy, away from time and space. Let's discover new dimensions. So, find your final words. Find your final words. Find your peace. Find your final word. And don't forget the video from tomorrow, this short, where we will speak on the power of the spoken word. Yes, I remembered them. The stream will end. They should find peace, the right words for peace. They had their entertainment. Yes, take care. Thank you so much, Nemo, that you joined the stream, for staying that long. Have a wonderful Easter. And we see us next time. Sleep well. So, I give you 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I hope you have the sound turned on. Otherwise, so I say goodbye. Benton, I think I'm done. Good. Wonderful. Because I'm done with this stream also. So there's still 1 minute left. Find your peace. Thanks for being in the stream, for sharing your ideas. At least you found someone for a good debate. Have a wonderful weekend. Sleep long, sleep well. And I have to charge my batteries again. Ah, Melody is still on board. What about the snowman? Yes, have a wonderful weekend. Don't eat too much. Sleep a lot. And I have to charge not my inner battery. My inner battery is full, just the battery of the cell phone. Nemo just want to share something. I want to share a quote like that is like, even the smallest wound on the tongue bleeds a lot. So the organ that bleeds the most bleeds the most. Good night. I posted a video for. Oh, wonderful! Good. So after the stream, I get everything cleaned up here a little, and then I will watch it. Hopefully, I'm the first to give you a comment, but probably you already have some. I'm curious. I'm really curious. So, my dear friends, are you ready? Are you ready for the switch off? I don't want to throw nobody out. I don't want to throw nobody out. So you are informed. Bye, everybody. Bye, Quebec. Yes. Bye. Okay. It seems everybody said bye to everybody. Good night. Peace. Absolutely. Peace and harmony. And we'll see us in the next stream. So, I have to go to the camera to end the stream here. This is complicated. Bye-bye.